In this installment, we have a crucial Game 5 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. And in the Western Conference, we have a possibility of the Warriors closing out the Memphis Grizzlies. Unfortunate about Ja Morant, but it is what it is. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Wednesday night slate showdown on DraftKings and Fanduel, bringing you the top plays from point guard all the way down to center, giving the value plays and the lock of the night. But before we deep dive into this very intriguing two-game slate, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, all right? We are currently at, 878? Yes, 878. The goal is 1K. 1K will be the cash giveaway, all right? Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNessJustD. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok as well as Chef_D91. I'll be putting up videos up there. We're gearing up towards fantasy football, so you're going to see more content geared towards that. And for football, period, all right? Basketball's coming to the end. We still have a little bit of baseball, but the most important sport is going to be football, okay? All right, DFS, regular NFL, everything is going to be covered, all right? So definitely follow me on TikTok as well, all right? Now, also, don't forget about the Patreon. All those links will be down below. For Patreon, if you want DFS or betting help, go and sign up there, and I will update you on that on a daily basis, all right? Everything will be down below, okay? Now, let's get into this two-game slate we got going on Wednesday. Starting off at the point guard position, we will start with Steph Curry at 9,500. And this is a scenario where they're probably going to need their closer, all right? Steph Curry is going to be in this closer role here. This is a game where they can put away the Memphis Grizzlies, and I would like to trust their number one scoring threat, all right? We had struggling games from Jordan Poole. We've had struggling games from Klay Thompson. If it wasn't for Steph Curry and Otto Porter in that game, they would have been taking an L. They would have definitely took that L on their home court. But Steph Curry is still below 10K, and he has high upside to get you well above 50 fantasy points. He's already done it twice in this series. He's getting more and more acclimated. He took 10 and 25 shots. You saw 14 threes. If he shot a better percentage from there, he really could have went off against this team. Give me Steph Curry at that point guard position. Next, we have another point guard for you, and that will be Jrue Holiday, all right? Jrue Holiday at 8,200, and he has been a model of consistency. Obviously, because he is the number 2 option on this offense, he is going to be trusted and force-fed because Giannis needs to rest, all right? Giannis cannot do it all. They've have struggling games from Grayson Allen. Pat Connaughton has been up and down. Brook Lopez has been up and down. Jrue Holiday has been a constant. Even in bad shooting performances, you see Jrue Holiday coming through with solid fantasy performances. 43 fantasy points, 46 and 50 that you saw in game 1. I think he does something similar. They're asking him to shoot more. As you can see, the shot attempts have gone up from 22 to 30 in the past 2 games. A lot is on his plate. He's going to score. He's going to rebound. He's going to assist. He's going to do anything he can to try to keep this game close. And obviously, it's stacked against him with no Middleton. Boston looks red hot right now. So give me Jrue Holiday at this still price of 8,200. And all he's being asked to do, this is a definite in each and every one of your lineups. All right, let's go on to that shooting guard position, and we're going to take advantage of some of the value on the Memphis side, and the first one of that will be Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is at the price of 6,400. He is a little bit injured, a little bit of injuries that he's going through right now. That's why he's shooting a little bit poorly, not like what we saw in that Minnesota series, but This is a must-win scenario. I expect the best coming out of Desmond BANE in this particular game, and he's all the way at the price of 6,400. He's going to take a ton of shots. He's going to be orchestrating the offense as well between him and Tyus Jones and a couple other fours that they have for the Memphis Grizzlies. Desmond BANE should step up in this game environment. He plays solid defense, as you saw, 3 steals in the last game. In the game before that, he came through with a block. Give me Desmond BANE at 6,400 to finally show up in this series, all right? Especially when their backs are against the wall. I'm trusting in Desmond BANE and his elite three-point shooting. Next, at that small forward position, we'll go with the other option on the Memphis Grizzlies, and that's going to be Dillon Brooks at 5,600. He came through for us at that price of 5,500. I told you he was going to take a ton of shot attempts, and he did. Unfortunately, he shot horribly, all right? 5 and 19 was bad, but he took 19 shots, all right? So he was aggressive. It didn't waver. Even despite the fact he was missing shots, he did facilitate that basketball. 12 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1 block for Dillon Brooks. I was really surprised that he really got you there despite that bad shooting performance, but he's going to play a ton of minutes, and he's going to play solid defense. Give me Dillon Brooks at 5,600. Let's go on to the power forward position. And the guy we're going to look out here, we're going to pay up for JAYSON Tatum. All right, Tatum finally got out of that funk in Game 3 where he shot 4-19. Bounced back strongly with a big double-double, 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists with 55 fantasy points. And they dropped his price $100. So that was very interesting to see there. Give me JAYSON Tatum at this price. And in this big Game 5, back in Boston, I expect him to do what we saw in Game 4, but started from the beginning of the game. He struggled at the early parts of that game against Milwaukee, came on in that second half. I think JAYSON Tatum puts a full clinic on from beginning to end against the Milwaukee Bucks at 9,600. Definitely get you a top-tier star here at a cheaper price. He's definitely going to exceed value. I like JAYSON Tatum at that power forward spot. Let's continue on going to the center position, and we'll be looking at Jaren Jackson Jr., right? We could take advantage of these Memphis injuries here and just load up on all their cheaper guys, all below 7K. Jaren Jackson Jr. is another one of those guys. Because John Moran is out, he's being asked to shoot more. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he's going to be an explosive basketball player. Struggled from that three-point line, 0 of 7. I expect him to bounce back from that because he's going to make a couple, right? He's going to take a lot, but he at least is going to make 3, 4, maybe even 5 threes when he gets the opportunity, okay? He has games of 6 of 9, 4 of 8, 3 of 6. So you see the opportunity there, and that that he is a solid three-point shooter from that range. So 7 of 21 in that previous game. I expect the same value in this particular game. He has the size advantage going up against Klay Thompson when they go small, and Jonathan Kuminga. Jaren Jackson will be someone we're going to key in on in this Game 5 matchup back in Memphis. I like the prospects of Jaren Jackson, especially defensively as well. He's going to give you a couple blocks here and there too. All right, let's go on to our value plays on FanDuel, and then I'll give you the lock of the night. The first value play will be Tyus Jones. All right, Tyus Jones stepped in for John Morant and looked very good. Okay, he looked very good. Came through with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block. 35 fantasy points for a mid-price player. Okay, you can't say no to that. You had to lock in Tyus Jones. Now they boosted his price up to 5,700. I'm going right back to that well. I have no problem paying that price. Tyus Jones on DraftKings is 4,900. I don't think that's even high enough. He got you 37 fantasy points at 3,400. So he 10x. So definitely Tyus Jones on both sides is a very good value play. Next, Derrick White coming off the bench for the Boston Celtics. He's been struggling all season long with his three-point shooting. He's a very good three-point shooter. That's the shocking part. That's what he's known for, coming from the San Antonio Spurs. I see things turning around a little bit in this series. They're using him more and more, and he's gaining confidence in that three-point shot. So give me Derrick White at 4,300 on FanDuel, and Derrick White on DraftKings is 3,700. I have no problem with that price there as well. As you can see, the minutes, all right, 34 minutes in that game 4, all right. That was very surprising to see. They like what he brings defensively. They like the fact that he can shoot that deep ball. Hopefully he'll knock down at least 2. Come on. He was a really good three-point shooter with the Spurs. I don't know what happened, but we'll take advantage of this price right now that he went down in price to 3,700. So, yes, Derrick White, hopefully he'll give us a similar performance with double-digit real points, chip in with some rebounds and assists. And if you can give us any defensive stats, that is a plus, okay? So Derrick White is going to be our next value play. Let's continue to go on down. I have another one for you, and that will be Pat Connaughton, all right? Pat Connaughton has stepped up for the Milwaukee Bucks since Grayson Allen has stepped down, all right? Wesley Matthews is busy guarding Jason Tatum, so the next scorer in line has been Pat Connaughton, okay? As you can see in the past 2 games, almost 2 double-doubles in both of those games, 11-7 and 11-8. He's going to provide high energy. He's going to provide three-point shooting ability. He's going to provide extra rebounding help as well. He's a little bit of a high flyer. So I like Pat Connaughton at this price of $4,900 on Fanduel. And if you're looking at Connaughton on a DraftKings, he is $3,800, okay? So just a little bit cheaper there. He provides upside. He's going to get solid minutes because, is Grayson Allen going to show up? He's probably not. He had his best series ever in life against the Chicago Bulls. So I don't think that's going to happen again against the Boston Celtics. So let's continue going down. I have one more value play before we get to the lock of the night. And the next value play will be Kyle Anderson, okay? Yes, slow-mo. I wish he would have got a little bit more minutes. But in the limited minutes he did play, he was very solid. I was expecting 30 minutes from Kyle Anderson, but that's fine. He's a big body, good defender. When he was in the game, you saw another level higher of that Memphis Grizzlies defense. But what was shocking was the scoring ability. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 2 steals. He's always a stat stuffer, so the points was even more of a boost. And got you 37.6 fantasy points. So if he could do that for us one more time in Memphis, that would be great for his price of $4,700 on FanDuel. And Kyle Anderson on DraftKings is at $4,300. So even cheaper there. And a phenomenal performance. High shooting percentage because he takes his time. He makes sure he gets the short bucket, all right? He'll take a couple extra dribbles here and there to get you a nice layup. He won't just chuck up threes as well. So he's very decisive decision maker, Kyle Anderson. I like him as our last value play. And then our lock of the night will be Al Horford. Yes, Al Horford. Not Giannis, not any other of these stars. We're going with Al Horford because he deserves it, man. At $7,900 each and every game, Al Horford has stepped up. As you can see, from the beginning of this series with the Milwaukee Bucks. 35 fantasy points, 42, 54, and 46. He had a huge game 4 with 30 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block. I was so impressed, and we've been riding him from the beginning, okay? I told you how the Milwaukee Bucks run their defense and that the beneficiary would be Al Horford, and he has showed through in each and every game. Al Horford is a lock. The lock of the night. He deserves it. Man, Al Horford, man. At this cheap price, $7,300, we're going right back to the well. He is really putting forth a huge effort, knocking down threes. 5 of 7, 4 of 7, and 4 of 9 in game 1. Very impressive from the veteran here. Lock of the night will be Al Horford, all right? Now, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night. I wish you would say something about my lock of the night. I wish. But let me know in that comment section down below. Don't forget about all the tags, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. All those links will be down below, and Patreon. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out, guys.